Hey guys, Bruno here. Let's get into what Doorloop is all about. Let's talk about rental applications first. We want to make sure we bring in the right tenants into the right properties. With Doorloop, you'll have the ability to customize your rental application. Let's choose how much we want to charge and make some money off of that. We can ask about vehicles, ask the make, the model, the year, get that information. Can't forget about our furry friends. Is this a pet-friendly property? From there, ask those items. The next thing we want to do is also create your own questions. You have full control. Yes or no questions, free text questions, the choice is yours. My favorite, you'll be able to actually request specific documents. Things like an ID or a pay stub. Get those things ahead of time. Once you've customized your application, you'll generate your application link. And here, your tenants will be able to go directly in this site and apply for your properties here. Upload your photos, your floor plans into Doorloop, and then the tenants will apply directly online. Once the tenants have applied, you'll be able to get notified that an application has been submitted, and you will see it here in the Leasing tab. In the Leasing tab, you'll find your rental applications where you'll be able to track properties and the decision that you've made for that application. Now that we've got the tenant, let's talk about how you're going to collect rent. With Doorloop, we offer super easy online payments for your tenants. The tenants will have a beautiful tenant portal that is customized by you. Choose your logo, choose the picture in the background, make it yours. In the tenant portal, your tenants will be able to make payments. This feature is great. Automate your rent collection directly from within Doorloop. When the tenants click the Make a Payment tab, they'll be redirected to making a payment. Here's where they can choose to make a one-time payment, auto pay, and they can have the option between a bank account payment or a credit card. Once they set up the payment, it'll be super easy because everything will be directly here in the portal. They can track their ledger, they'll be able to see exactly what they've been charged for and see the history on this account. We also offer cash payments. So maybe some of your tenants don't want to pay online. They prefer to go to a local store and make the payment there. We offer that for you as well. This, coupled with reminders, text messages, late fees, all of those things will be part of Doorloop's rent collection process. On your side, you'll be able to see exactly who owes you money. And hopefully you're a little bit better than I am here at collecting rent because I got some tenants that owe me $50K plus. So go ahead, use Doorloop for your rent collection and put that on autopilot. A lot of your tenants are also going to have maintenance issues. So instead of them calling you and texting you to your personal line, do that through Doorloop as well. In the same portal that they can make their payments, they will have the maintenance request section. And here's where they'll be able to not just request new items, but also check on the updates of their old ones. So as a tenant, I'll be able to go in here and submit that maintenance request. What type of request is this? Is this a general or a maintenance item? Specifically, what is the maintenance type? Maybe plumbing, flooring. Let's go ahead and use HVAC. We're here in Miami, it gets quite hot. Tenants will be able to go ahead and put the subject, AC is not working. And then they can put in a description. My favorite feature about this is they'll actually be able to upload photos and documents. When the tenants hit save, you will immediately get a notification and voila, a request has been successfully submitted. On your side of things, you are getting that request right on top here on your dashboard. Recent tenant requests. Quick refresh, you will see that the AC is not working. From here, we can click into that request and post updates. We can see who requested it, when it was requested, and we can post that update here. Assign it to different people, change the due date, change the status, and even communicate back to your tenants. Not only can you use the Doorloop tenant portal to communicate back and forth with your tenants, we've also introduced our new communication center. Here's where we give you your own phone number for you to text back and forth with your tenant. In this case, this tenant is still waiting on a maintenance request. Are you available at 10:30? We send that text out and the tenant will be able to reply back via their phone through text message in the system. Here we go, we're booked for 10:30. This is not limited to just tenants. You can send messages to prospects, you can send messages to vendors, owners, clients, you name it. Doorloop's Communication Center will keep everything in one single spot with your own Doorloop number for you to be able to text back and forth with different people in your business. You'll always have your own inbox where you'll be able to track all messages, but my favorite is the communications log. Keep track. Have they opened those messages? Have they opened those emails for reminders? The communications log will keep everything here for you, organized with a really good history on that. Last but not least, announcements. Here you'll be able to blast out announcements to lots of tenants, all properties, some properties, via email, text, and through the tenant portal. So go ahead, use the communication center, and enjoy it. Now let's talk a little bit about accounting. This is super important to keep your books in order. The best way for you to guarantee everything that's taking place in Doorloop is also taking place in your bank account is to connect the two. With Doorloop, we do have bank feed connection as well as credit cards. You'll be able to view those transactions, categorize them into different properties, different expense accounts, so that you can ensure everything is tracked accordingly. Hit review, choose the payee. Let's say in this case, this was a vendor and my vendor was Home Depot. Utilize the payment method, choose the category, in this case maintenance, and then choose which property this is associated with. You can put in a description, we can go ahead and hit save. Right then and there, that expense gets categorized, it gets sent to the right property, and it is now in your books. This is not just, of course, with bank accounts, but you'll be able to connect credit cards as well, and move through different bank accounts as you wish. This will always update with the right balance with that correct account. What's even better than that is if that transaction has already happened in Doorloop, you'll be able to actually just confirm. We do have an auto match feature that will connect the two transactions together. So go ahead, utilize our Bank Connect and save time with your accounting. Once you've categorized all your bank feed, now you're going to be able to run our reports. Doorloop offers a ton of reports for you to pick from and play around with. We've got business overview reports, accounting reports, tenant, task, vendor reports, you name it. Within these reports, you'll be able to choose what are your favorites and have them appear right up top for easy access. Let's click on a profit and loss. This will show me, of course, all the money that I brought in versus all the money that I spent. Here, you'll always be able to customize the dates. I actually want to pull this for last year. I've got tons of information for what's going on around my portfolio. I'll be able to filter this and group this by property so that I can see each property side by side and compare them. Which ones are we spending more money on maintenance? Which ones are we collecting more rent on? Things like this will be made easy with Doorloop. Some of the other reports that I love, rent roll. This gives you a snapshot of what's happening with the leases around your properties. I want to know start dates, end dates. I want to know how much the tenants will owe. All of these things are super easy here, and you can customize by property, you can filter by portfolio, and even include additional ones like owner and client reports. I'll now pass it back to David to share a bit more about how Doorloop can help property managers and owners.
So how does Doorloop stand out? Above all, we're committed to your success, and I think the results speak for themselves. With a user-friendly design and best-in-class customer support, we're proud to be one of the highest rated property management softwares online today. Simplify your workflow with Doorloop and focus on what matters most, your properties and your tenants. Are you ready to transform your property management experience? Schedule a demo with our team today by clicking the link below.